It's a spring day in Paris. You have a couple of hours to kill. What do? Let me tell you what I did one spring day in Paris when I had a couple of hours to kill and no money. I had the best time discovering the city by this means and seeing a great deal of incredible fashion. What I did was, I was in the Place de Concorde and I saw this beautiful woman walk by and she was wearing this incredible outfit and I thought, I'm going to follow her until I see another beautiful woman or man in an equally beautiful, fashionable outfit and follow them and see where each person takes me. So I crisscrossed my way across Paris in 1 hour, saw the most beautiful parts of the city, saw the most beautiful people I've ever seen in the smartest, most elegant clothes. And they weren't all rich people or really fancy clothing. Some of them were street fashions that were just really incredible. So that's one of my memories of Paris. And tonight I'm having a glass of champagne and we're going to have an unboxing of a very special fragrance from Paris. Cheers. Whenever we do discuss the House of Chanel, I feel it's probably best to have champagne. And this is a champagne cocktail. And what's in the champagne cocktail is a cube of sugar soaked in bitters, dropped into the champagne. Then you add in this case I used cognac, about an ounce, a half an ounce to an ounce of cognac, and then champagne. So that's how I made this particular champagne cocktail. You may realize that some of them are slightly different in some of my videos. It all depends on what kind of little liqueur or liquor you add to the champagne. So as I said, this is going to be an unboxing. And before I begin, I do want to tell you about a wonderful, wonderful reviewer that I discovered here on YouTube who is an expert on Chanel and an expert on fashion. He actually works in the fashion industry. He has the best reviews of all kinds of things in fashion, not only just fragrance, but I will put his link below, and his name is Super Jacob. And check him out. I mean, he really is wonderful. And so now on to our unboxing from Chanel. Here's the Chanel bag. And well, I just won't say anything. I'll just unbox it so you can see what it is. Here it is in this wrapping. And as you can see, it's another Exclusifs. So, I saw Jacob do a review where he's very, very careful with all of his purchases, and he actually collects certain things and archives them and never wears them, particularly a wonderful pair of sunglasses he did a review on and an unboxing. So he unboxed his particular Exclusifs this way to save the little plastic outer part in order to put the Chanel box back into it. So here we go. So this particular one is BEL Respiro. BEL Respiro is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Since we are moving towards spring, I decided I would get this particularly very spring-oriented fragrance in anticipation of the spring that's coming here. Actually, though, here in San Francisco, it has been so warm and so dry that it's spring already. So back to what we have here. This is Les Exclusifs de Chanel, BEL Respiro. The date I'm not sure of. For granted, it says 1920. But the nose is Jacques Pol's. So it may have been created originally in 1920, but this particular formulation was done, I believe, after the 1980s. BEL Respiro is the name of the weekend retreat that Coco Chanel built in a western part of Paris. And that particular part of Paris is called Garches. It was in 1920 that she bought this place, and she painted it in her favorite colors, which were beige and black. And as you can see by this photograph, it still looks the same. Now, the notes for BEL Respiro are green, grass, leather, and flowers. That's it. And it is incredibly fresh, green, and very invigorating. I would say extremely invigorating. It's perfect for the springtime or summer. Now, this is the dry down I'm smelling. So why don't we open it up here and spray. I actually sprayed it this morning from my little sample because I wanted to save the bottle opening for you. So this is the first spray out of the bottle fresh, and there we go. Beautiful spray that you have, the sprayer that you have with Chanel. Oh. It opens up, and there's the green and the grass, and I'll tell you what it puts me in mind of. An early spring walk along the Seine in Paris. It also makes me think of having lunch in the Bois de Boulogne, a picnic, where the fresh flowers come in from around the place where you're having your wonderful picnic. It also could be later in the summer. It could be evening time, strolling along Saint-Germain on your way to maybe a cafe or an artist gallery opening. Also, it reminds me of the countryside, and maybe you're riding in a train on your way to the south of France, and the windows are open, and it's probably like late August, and you're on your way to the south of France for a vacation, away from the city, and these wonderful green smells get stronger and stronger as you get further south, and the spring and the summertime is warmer. Once you're in the south of France, maybe horseback riding in the hills above Monte Carlo, where you get the leather. This is where that's more noticeable after the top notes wear down a little bit, and the smell of leather, like warm leather from saddles, and a little bit of sweat maybe from the horse. Oh, it's so incredible. Towards in the dry down, it gets more sensual. Let me smell the dry down. The dry down is like a midnight kiss in a garden at Cap Antibes. It is very French, and yet very green, and I'm just really happy to have this one. It is so incredibly beautiful. I'm looking forward to wearing it this spring, or right now, since it's spring here in San Francisco anyway. I would say it is really good for either day or evening, depending on your mood. It's a perfect fragrance for work. It really, a lot of people would say, well, Les Exclusifs, it's so exclusive. Why would you wear it to work? Why not? Why not wear it to work? Why not just enjoy the fragrance and have a good time with it? Now, I have some other things I want to share with you, kind of turning into a haul video. When I went to pick this fragrance up at Neiman Marcus, I had gotten a call from my sales associate there by the name of Tony Mendez, who is really, really wonderful. And he's the rep for Diana Vreeland. And he had a new scent that came in. And I want to tell you a little bit about that and another fragrance that he showed me. And the new fragrance from Diana Vreeland, I only have a little bitty sample here, but it is called Smashingly Brilliant. And this one is also perfect for spring and also perfect for men. Most of the Diana Vreeland fragrances lean heavily towards the feminine, except perhaps the amber-based one. But this one is definitely a winner for both sexes. And let me tell you a little bit about the notes that are in it. It was created in honor of Diana Vreeland's love for the island of Capri, which is in the Bay of Naples, just off of the southern tip of the bay, where the Amalfi Coast begins. And that particular part of Italy really is just redolent with wonderful smells of citrus. So they created this with a beautiful Calabrian bergamot, and also citrus notes created from geranium lemon, and there is also woods in this, and suede. I'm going to be doing a review of it later on, but I just kind of wanted to share that with you, which I got. Also, Tony introduced me to the rep for the line which is known as Lalique. And Lalique has something wonderful coming that isn't even on any of the, let me get rid of this, isn't even listed anywhere, not even on their site yet. But I got this wonderful sample box, which you can see. There it is. And inside are these incredible samples. Now, these are all based on metals. And the metals that these are based on are bronze, Zarmac, which, as I understand, is related in some way to uranium, gold, electrum, and silver. Electrum is a combination of silver and gold. So I'm not going to go into this too deeply at this point. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop right here and go on to the other things in my haul, but I will be doing a review of these later on. It's very exciting. The bottles are absolutely gorgeous. I can't even show you what the bottles look like because they aren't online yet, and I didn't take a picture yesterday. I didn't realize that they were this exclusive to our particular Neiman Marcus. But I have to tell you, they are all beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I got something today from in the mail, and it's something I've wanted to try for a long time. It's from 1986, and it is this is a little bitty bottle of it, about 1 ounce. It is by Geoffrey Beane, and it is called Bowling Green. There you go, little bottle. And a friend of mine at work, my best friend at work, he opened it up, smelled it, and says, "Oh, it smells like those wonderful old 1980s barbershop colognes." And it really is an elegant gentleman's cologne. And I will be doing a review on it later for you as well. I do have a list here of the notes in this particular one. And this one is jam-packed full of notes. I mean, the top notes are orange, juniper berries, fruity notes, basil, cloves, vetiver, bergamot, and lemon. The middle notes are nutmeg, artemisia, cinnamon, lavender, jasmine, lemon verbena, oak moss, sage, pine tree needles, cardamom. The base notes are the kitchen sink, rosemary, coriander, sandalwood, fir, amber, patchouli, oak moss, cedar, Brazilian rosewood, and geranium. They put everything into this fragrance. And luckily, it still is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I'll be giving you a review on that later as well. So, there we have what a little bit of a haul and my take on my brand new, beautiful Chanel, which is very, very exciting. Remember, Lanier Smith says, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. And I will talk to you later. Cheers.